The Littlest Dinosaur. The Littlest Dinosaur by Michael Foreman. Long, long ago, when the world was young and everything was new, a mother dinosaur sat proudly on her eggs. Look, she's got a whole ring of eggs. She's so proud. One by one, the eggs began to crack, and baby dinosaurs poked their heads out into the sunshine, all except one. The mother worried and fussed about, keeping it warm, and sang songs to it, but still the egg didn't crack. The neighbors came by with help and advice. Make it warmer, they said. Keep it cool, they suggested. Some saying they should make it warmer, and some say it should make it colder, but that egg didn't crack. Why don't you think it cracked? The mother was very loving. She lay beside the egg all the time. She breathed on it to keep it warm and fanned it with her banana leaves to keep it cool. But still, the egg didn't crack. The father dinosaur wanted to break the egg open, but the mother said, no, it will happen when the baby is ready, not before. He wants to break it open and just get the baby out. One day, the father became so tired of looking after all the other young dinosaurs while the mother fussed over the egg that he put his face very close to the egg and shouted, "Come on, egg! Do something!" The egg shook. The egg wobbled. And then it began to crack. A little crack at first, then a big crack, and then the shell broke in two and the baby dinosaur blinked in the light. The father dinosaur gasped. The mother dinosaur gasped. And all the young dinosaurs and neighbors gasped. They'd never seen such a tiny baby. That's the littlest dinosaur I've ever seen, said the father. He's no bigger than a dinosaur toe. Do you think he was ready to come out? Or do you think that the father just scared him out? The neighbors began to giggle. Oh, he must be so tiny, but he's very special to me, cried the mother. And she scooped up the baby and kissed his tiny face. Days and weeks passed, and no matter how much food the mother dinosaur gave the baby, he just wouldn't grow any bigger. He's just a tiny one, right? The littlest dinosaur was sad because he was so small and too small to join his big brothers and sisters when they played. And what if the big, huge neighbor stepped on him by accident? Did he like being really little? No, he was scared, right? The only place the littlest dinosaur felt safe was high on a hill. There he could sit and look down on the forest. It made him feel bigger. One day, far away on another hill, he saw another dinosaur. It was a long neck. Even at that distance, he looked sad. The littlest dinosaur wondered how a dinosaur that big could possibly be sad. Do you see it? When the rainy season began, the big dinosaur squelched and rolled in the mud, but not the little dinosaur. He hated the mud. He was always getting stuck in the other dinosaur's big muddy footprints and having to yell, "Help! Get me out of here!" There he is, stuck way over there. See him? One day, the father dinosaur got stuck. He was squelching and rolling in the deep mud at the edge of the river, but when he tried to get out, he couldn't. The more he struggled, the more he got stuck. "Get me out of here," he yelled. But the mother tried to help, but she got stuck. The neighbor tried to help, and they got stuck. The littlest dinosaur's brothers and sisters waded in, and they got stuck too. "Get us out of here," they all yelled. The littlest dinosaur wished and wished that he were big enough to rescue them. Do you think the little dinosaur can help them? All the big ones are stuck, but the little one wants to help. You have to go for help, said the mother dinosaur. But who could help, wondered the littlest dinosaur. Then he remembered the long neck. Ooh, do you think his friend Longneck will help? The littlest dinosaur was scared as he stepped from the riverbank into the watery leaf. He tipped and dipped, but it didn't sink. Look, he's walking on a leaf. One leaf at a time, he wibbled and wobbled his way across the river and then ran through the forest and climbed the hill, slipping and sliding, sliding and slipping until he got to the top. He was going all the way across the river to get to that place where he saw the long neck that day, right? There he was, the long neck. He looked down at the littlest dinosaur. Help me, please, said the little dinosaur. My family's stuck in the river and they can't get out and the river's rising fast. Do you think that dinosaur will help him? The long neck picked him up and with great long strides was soon down the hill, through the forest, at the riverbank. He stretched his neck across the river and began pulling out the sinking dinosaurs until one by one they were all safe on the shore. Thank you, the father dinosaur shouted as he waved to the long neck. And as for you, he said, picking up the littlest dinosaur, you may be the size of a bug, but you're the bravest dinosaur of 100 times your size. And he kissed him on his tiny nose. Oh, so they thought he was so brave to go ask that big dinosaur for help. Now they gave him a big kiss. When the rain stopped and the river was not so wide, the littlest dinosaur went to visit the long neck again, and he no longer looked sad. I thought I was too big and clumsy to do anything useful, he said, but now I know that's not true. And I thought I was too small to do anything at all, laughed the littlest dinosaur. They sat together on the hill, the biggest and the littlest, and now the greatest of friends. Wasn't that cute? The little dinosaur and the giant one became best friends. So what makes you special? Is it because you're big? If you're really big, does that make you special? Or if you're really little, does that make you special? Or is it who you are as a person? You try to be good, right? Yeah, the little one, he tried to be good and save everybody. Even though he wasn't strong enough to pull him out, he could make a friend, right? That's a cute story, isn't it? So in your kit, there's a little dinosaur kit where you can, I think I gave you some different templates of dinosaurs that you can color and make a little dinosaur. Wouldn't that be fun?